Hi, welcome to the Brief Book Reviews channel, otherwise known as An Old Guy Reviews the Book that he's read this week. So what's the old guy read this week? Well, the book I've read this week is this one called Airside by author Christopher Priest. It was released here as a hardback in the UK on the 25th of May 2023. It's the author's 20th book. Author best known for science fiction and fantasy novels. This isn't. It's a mystery stroke conspiracy theory book. So I guess probably the best explanation is the hook, if you will, on the cover. It tells us, in 1949, Hollywood star Jeanette Marchand landed in London. No one ever saw her leave the airport. No one ever saw her again. On the back it continues, she was a famous celebrity, suffused with the aura of stardom, and her appearance stood out almost everywhere she went. But once she was inside the marquee, she was not seen by anyone who could recall her. Her passport was not checked. Customs official had no recollection of her passing through. No one was at the airport to meet her. It turned out she'd not ordered a car or driver to be at the airport to collect her. No one approached a small information office to inquire about her. Her baggage was unloaded from the aircraft, but it remained unclaimed. And that is the start of the book, the tale of Jeanette Marchand, who's flown into London and basically disappeared. We then move on to the central character in the book called Justin Farmer. As a young boy, he's brought up on the outskirts of Manchester and his school and his home on the flight path to Ringway Airport in Manchester. Justin, as a boy, is fascinated by aircraft and the airport, and he likes to keep a log. He keeps a logbook of things that happen. He's quite fastidious, quite studious in logging what he sees and what he does, and that continues as he grows older. He develops an interest in photography and film and grows into a chap that is basically a film expert. He becomes a film critic. He's a published author on films and cinema, writes reviews and writes for various publications as a freelancer. And this book tells the tale of Justin and his interest in Jeanette Marchand's story. As a keen person interested in cinema, you just can't understand how Jeanette just simply disappeared, and decides to put some time into finding out what happened to Jeanette. You know, he tries to contact people who knew her, people who worked with her, people who worked for her, and that, in effect, is the central story of Justin trying to find out what happened to Jeanette. It is much more than that, though. It's a tale of, it tells, the description of the book by the publishers is a historical novel. It's the tale of cinema. The book includes various reviews that Justin has written about, Casablanca, the Hays Code and King Kong, the Terminal, he says, Playtime. It's very famous films and a commentary on what was happening at the time and how those films developed. And there's also, quite a few passages in here which refer to the title of the book, Airside. In one section, Justin goes on a world tour almost, dealing with lots of different world cinema, releases, interviewing famous directors. And at one stage, he's stuck airside when he should be landside. He's on airside without a boarding pass. And it's a tale of how people feel in airports, the fact that it's a slightly transient existence, that everybody's there but they're not going to be there for long, and it's how people can feel trapped there, and a commentary on how sometimes people do go missing in and around airports. So it's strange in a way. If you're looking for a story that's an out and out mystery, conspiracy theory, what happened to the famous actress, then in a way it's somewhat slow because it's interspersed with the commentary on the film world as such, the Hollywood scene at the time, both pre-war and post-war, and the commentary on what it's like to be in an airport and the feelings that people have in an airport. So in that way, it's a very well constructed book. I would say that if you're looking for an out and out, fast-paced, mystery stroke conspiracy theory type book, then you may be disappointed because of the other tangents that the book goes off on. but it is well written. I'd give it 6 out of 10. As I said, slightly different. If you're looking for a straightforward mystery, then probably not for you. But if you're looking for a good, well-rounded book, a well-written book, and a book that will make you think a bit about, the subjects that he's covering, the film industry, the historical film industry, and what goes on in airports and how you feel in airports, then perhaps it makes you think. So I give the book 6 out of 10. I'm glad I read it. It's 297 pages, so not a major problem to read it in a couple of days. That's it for this week's brief book review. 10/10 till we do it again. Thanks for watching. Bye.